Liverpool 5, Huddersfield 0, Friday night football. We kicked the weekend off with a bang, and now we get to enjoy the rest of the weekend. Everybody else has to play their games. Whatever happens with Man City, top 4, who knows? We've got our game out of the way this weekend. We now have 2 games left in the Premier League this season. Now, I didn't make a preview for this game because all my shifts at work got moved around kind of last minute, so I haven't really had time to even think, really. Never mind making a video or previews or finding the time to. So apologies for that, for not getting a preview done for this game. But the one thing that I really would want to put home is this. Not the fact that last night I had other arrangements, which meant I actually couldn't watch the game or get notifications for the game because I was at the cinema watching Avengers Endgame. So, which was amazing in its own right. But while I was doing that, and while I had to wait until afterwards to check notifications, check highlights and such like that, and I've watched highlights again this morning, which look top class. While I'm there, I'm watching that film, not even a flicker thought about, like, I hope Liverpool can do this. There's something about this Liverpool team that I just felt like I can go, right, you know what, I'm going to miss the game, but going to catch up with a good friend, an old friend I don't see often enough. I'm going to go see a great film, like a franchise I absolutely love, comics that I love from when I was a child, we both do. Let's go see the film, I can catch up with stuff later on. I didn't have a worry that Liverpool wouldn't be able to pull out a win. And that's not just because it's Huddersfield. Let's get that right now. It was because I just had a feeling that we were going to win, that we would pull out the victory. Now, that we go out there and we get a 5-0 victory, good stuff, brilliant stuff. And to be honest with you, when I saw the lineup, again, not many concerns. Daniel Sturridge starting up front gave us a little bit of a concern, but more towards what happened to Firmino. But Jurgen Klopp's come out later and just said, look, it was enough to keep him out tonight, but knowing Firmino, he's most likely going to be in line to face Barcelona, no big worries. Hey, fair play. I'm alright with that. People in outcry when I was like searching things on Twitter and stuff like that, absolute outcry at Sturridge starting and not Origi, you know, and then there's the whole like, where's Fabinho? I love Fabinho, and I don't think he was on the subs bench, if I remember rightly. No, he wasn't. But what they are probably doing is the exact right protocol for someone that may have had a slight head injury in the last game. Comes out, he says, oh, he's absolutely fine, he had slightly wobbly legs and stuff like that, great. But someone who is a fan of MMA, slight fan of boxing, but primarily MMA, and obviously like old school wrestling, some of the new school wrestling like WWF, WWE, back in the day, WCW, ECW, if you've read up or watched things about concussions and head injuries and stuff like that, they're really not something that can be taken as a joke and taken lightly. So I would presume he's being kept out of the team and the squad just to give him that little bit more time to rest, recover, and make sure that there isn't any lasting effects of how innocuous that head injury might have looked. That, you know, he got subbed on and he got subbed off 2 minutes later. It's the right precaution, and to be fair, we had the right team to come in and do the job. Gini Wijnaldum in the 6, Henderson, Keita moving forward looked absolutely brilliant. And let's get straight into the goals as well. I haven't been able to watch the whole match because I can't find it. It's not on Sky Sports, like to rewatch the match or anything like that. I didn't record it, which is amateur on my part. I haven't been able to find the full match, but I've been able to find highlights and rewatch the highlights and stuff like that, which is all I can do at the moment. Naby Keita scores in 15 seconds from an assist by Mo Salah. Yeah. Naby Keita, in this last month and a half, is really starting to transform himself. I know that there was a lot of people, and I had slight doubts about Keita and whether he was going to be able to adjust to this league. A lot of people were wondering whether we just wasted 48-50 million on Naby Keita. I think I remember saying a couple of videos back, can't remember which one to be honest, that it doesn't always start very well for every single player that comes in abroad. We knew that there's a bit of a language barrier between maybe him and the coaches. I don't think he spoke, you know, very good English, or if any English at all. But quite clearly, within the last couple of weeks, last month and a half, this transformation of Naby Keita that you're starting to see get more confidence. He's driving forward more. He's pressing more, which was key to the first goal. His press, his movement forward. Mo Salah finds that pass, a beautiful pass as well. Splits through the defence. Naby Keita almost looks like a P-roller, right? But he rolls it into the back of the net. Well, I think it hits the post and comes off and goes in. 15 seconds in, Naby Keita, unbelievable. Apparently, Liverpool's fastest goal in Premier League history, which is amazing, absolutely fantastic. Sadio Mane, he's got a thing for headers these days. For someone who's about, I think, 5'9", he's got a thing for headers these days. But it is in no, you know, and I'll talk about the second goal as well. But like, he just loves having a header, doesn't he? Andy Robertson gets the assist on that one. We may have, I don't actually know if we do or not. I don't think we're far off. I think, from what I heard on the commentary, Andy Robertson has equalled an assist record for a defender in the Premier League. And I think that's what I heard. I hope that's right, because he's been magnificent. Trent, on the other side, has been magnificent. Sometimes he's been a bit defensively lapsing in the last couple of games as Trent. But when he's moving things forward, and when he gets to progress through a game, like a good, 20, 30, 40 minutes or something like that, you can see that he's really starting to get up to speed with the game. Sometimes he just doesn't always start as quick, but he is good at getting those assists as well. And speaking of Trent, he assisted for Mo Salah. Mo Salah dinks it over the goalkeeper before half-time. We go in 3-0 in front, and it's looking good. Now, it's not to say that Brighton didn't have their chances. They flashed a couple of shots at Alisson every now and again. There were some little defensive moments that did look like... There was one defensive moment where I think Lovren was on the floor and like the ball was flashing across our box and their attacker just wasn't quick enough or something like that. That's Lovren. You know you're going to get that with Lovren, so you just kind of have to be like, I'm not going to let my heart rate get up because it's Lovren. If it was Matip or Gomez that make that mistake, yeah, I'm going to be a bit like, what the hell? Because it's Lovren, you just kind of know... We know what to expect, don't we? We just know it, don't we? Then, Jordan Henderson assists Sadio Mane. Mane scores another header. And honestly, it's like, if any of you out there play FIFA 19, downward power headers are the thing right now. They really are. If you've got someone that has a good header, cross it in the box. Downward power header. L1R1 header. It's great. That's all Mane is doing right now. It's 2 headers in one game. He's honestly is a fantastic player. I absolutely love Mane. He is brilliant. He does his work. He is an exceptional player, and he scores really good goals. Goals that I don't expect him to score. I'm not expecting him to score like 30, 40 yard bangers, but nice finishes and stuff like that. No. And he does do the nice finishes, let's just say that as well. No, I'm going to head them today. I just want... Guys, if you can... Just get in the... I know they've got some big defenders, right? Just up on here, yeah? Up on here, I'll do the rest. And he does. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic from Mane. We got to see Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain come back on. Honestly, massive moment. Actually gives me a little bit of a shiver. Like, honestly, it actually just did. Just went through my body. It did. I honestly, it's been such a magical time to see Oxlade-Chamberlain come back in. Regardless of what anyone thinks of him, and I think everyone sort of kind of thinks the world of him a little bit, because he was very good for us last season. He was very key to us progressing in the Champions League as well, getting past Manchester City and stuff like that. He was very, very good for us, and he was doing very good things for us when he got injured. And he nearly scored in the first couple of minutes when he came on. Like, I think that taking the time with Ox's injury, yeah. So I don't think he was meant to feature at all this season, but he's held him back. Like, Klopp has held him back a little bit every now and again. Just when we thought, I think in February we thought we were going to get him back, he was just like, actually, I think I might have jumped the gun on that one. We're going to keep it back for a little bit. Got too excited. A month or so later, we're seeing Ox come on, almost score within the first couple of minutes. I am so happy for him to come back. I genuinely am. He's a young lad. Yeah, he's done really, really well for us. He's moved from Arsenal. He's come to us. He's done well. He got himself into the team, and we're looking at him like, damn, he could be one of the key starters. And to have him back, and he got, what, 16, 17 minutes in the team? I mean, come on, that is absolutely magnificent. To come back in, not just give him like 2 minutes at the end of the game or anything like that, give him the full like 16 minutes and then plus injury time, whatever that was. To give him that must mean, right, let's see, he's been doing some youth games, stuff like that, let's see what he's like in a full game, let's give him 15 odd minutes, see how he does, and then we can start bringing him back in progressively more. And maybe does that mean, can he feature in one of the legs against Barcelona? Will he feature in 2 of the remaining Premier League games? I believe so. He's going to give us something a little bit different and give the opposition something else that they haven't seen this season, because he hasn't been able to play this season. Honestly, I've gone on a little bit there, but I really felt for the lad, and I loved seeing him come on, and I loved seeing Shaqiri come on as well. We were able to take off Gini Wijnaldum and Sturridge for both Ox and Shaqiri, because I don't actually think we need the defensive mid against Huddersfield. And I'm not trying to disrespect Huddersfield, but we didn't. Like, it didn't really seem to be necessary. And to see Shaqiri coming in as well, who played a part in the final goal. I think it was the final goal. Yes, it was. He played a part. Didn't get the assist or anything like that, but he was an important part. And I loved seeing him back. I've missed Shaqiri. He's just like, I really wanted to see more of Shaqiri this season. Maybe he's had some injury niggles, or just the fact that the starting 11 has just been that damn good. It's really hard to come in there and be like, right, I'm going to take out Mane and bring in Shaqiri. It's like, no, you're not. And you're not going to do it for Salah either. It's difficult for these guys, but they've come in and they've got a little bit of a contribution here. I love that. And then Mo Salah gets another assist. Andy Robertson assists another goal, and it's for Mo Salah, who is apparently voted man of the match because he got 2 goals and an assist. But there's probably plenty of shouts, and I'm not against Salah being man of the match. I think he absolutely did have a man of the match performance. I thought that Naby Keita did it as well in a different way to Salah. Salah obviously scoring the goals and getting an assist, that's a highlight. But Naby Keita was back to front, middle, left, right. He was everywhere. And Naby Keita is looking like a man possessed and a man transformed in the last couple of games. And what does that mean for the Premier League table? What does that mean for the Premier League table? You know what it means for us. Huddersfield are already relegated. Liverpool were now on top right now with 91 points. The goal difference is just 3 between us and Manchester City, which is massive. Which is absolutely massive. Now, Manchester City have to play, I think, Burnley this weekend. Look, I didn't even watch Man City versus Man United the other night because I didn't want to. I didn't want to either ruin my evening or whatever. I ended up watching some old UFC stuff instead. I thought that was better for me. I'm trying not to focus on Manchester City's games and just focus on ours, because I am so immensely proud of this Liverpool team and what we've done this season. We may end up empty-handed. We might not end up with a Champions League or a Premier League, but I'm still so damn immensely proud of what we've done and where we've come in the last 3 years. How we've managed to build what we have now builds for longevity, and it looks like it's built for longevity. Whatever happens, if we win a trophy, if we win 2 trophies, if we win nothing, I am so proud of this team. I'm so proud of this manager, Jurgen Klopp. I am so proud of this club, proud of all the fans as well that get behind the team. I'm proud of us all. I really am. That's all I can say about it. I'm so happy with this result. It means that we can sort of chill out a little bit for the weekend. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the game as well if you did get to watch it. I am going to try and find the full game so I can watch the full 90 minutes myself. But let me know what you thought in the comments below. Who was your man of the match, and how did you feel the game went? How do you think this league's going to end, man? How do you think it's going to end? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you once again for watching this video. Please do like it and subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you once again. I'll catch you later.